intelligence services, and the police force. The Pakistani government has decided to ask the army and paramilitary forces to join future operations against terrorism suspects. At least 73 people were killed in the weekend's suicide bombing in the city of Lahore. 29 of the victims were children. Pro-Taliban militants have claimed responsibility for the attack. Correspondent Javed Rana joins us from Islamabad. Javed, quite a number, 5,000 that were arrested, but then majority of them were freed. Tell us why that was. At this point, I think there's only a few hundred now in custody.
Well, these are usual tactics by Pakistani police. Whenever there is a major terrorist attack and there's a lot of public pressure, they will arrest everybody they think could possibly be involved in any act of terrorism. So there are very interesting stories, the way Pakistani police has handled this entire case. They picked up a national card of somebody who had already died or he was injured, and they thought this is the man who is a suicide bomber. And then later on, it turned out to be that he was, in fact, the victims. Generally, there is a misperception that these terrorist attacks are undertaken by the madrasa students. Going by the facts and figures on the ground, the situation is altogether different. Most of the terrorist attack, suicide bombing that is taking place in Pakistan, these people are either from the universities or from the other fields of the life. So there is a lot of perception in Pakistan, and that perception is sold to the West because West is very much particular about these madrasas. And now the situation is not very different. 5,000 people were arrested. Who were these people? They were the common peoples. Similarly, in many cases, Afghan refugees are arrested because they are the usual suspects. But at the end of the day, they come to know there is no evidence against them. These people cannot be prosecuted. They are released. Now there are 216. And I am sure that within the next couple of days or within few weeks, they would also be released. And there's a lot of hue and cry. Military has said that it is going to go after terrorists, particularly in the southern part of Pakistan's biggest province, Punjab, where there are so many terrorists are hiding. I don't think that is a fact. That is a hugely exaggerated. And they are trying to play with the media. They're trying to play with the West. It is a perception, a game of perception, where a fake perception is being created about the involvement of certain factions of the society, which may or may not be a truthful picture when we see the bigger picture in Pakistan. But let me tell you, giving you a bigger picture, and that is that there is a big geostrategic game being played between Pakistan and India. Both countries blame each other of using militants to destabilize each other. The fact of the matter is both are nuclear states. They can't fight a war, conventional or non-conventional war with each other. They know what are the consequences. So obviously many analysts say that they try to destabilize each other with the terrorism. Pakistan, though, denies it. India also is denying it. But on the ground, the kind of the evidence that particularly is now coming from Pakistan today, they made one Indian senior naval officials who made revelations that he was involved in destabilizing Pakistan using certain terrorist groups in southern parts of Balochistan and in Karachi and elsewhere.
So you think that the sincerity here is in question when it comes to the way that the army